2015 tarot reading. My name is Nikki. Before I begin, I would like to remind you that this is a general reading, so if you are interested in a more personalized reading, please visit my website in the description below. I do tarot readings for $15 and palm readings for $35. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at my email address is it's in my website in the description, so you'll find it. Okay, so I've already shuffled and meditated over the cards, and we're going to see what's in store for you Virgos. I am doing a slightly different spread than I did last month. This is a 4-card elemental spread. Okay, so for your first card in the water sector, these are things that usually affect you emotionally, provoke feelings. You have the Magician. These are also things that are kind of fluid and flexible, things that you can change easily depending on, your decisions and choices. Okay, the Magician is all about manifesting. You're manifesting something, if I can talk. Manifesting something this month in October, Virgos, whether you're feeling very creative or starting a new project of some sort, or a job, or anything of that matter. But I do feel, since it's in the water sector, that this is going to be something creative. And the Magician can also have to do with controlling. Using all your resources that you have around you and making things go the way you want them to. So with it being in your water sector, and I do feel that for most of you this is going to be something creative that's going to fulfill a need, a creative need, an outlet for you. And most likely provoke happy feelings for you. You may be, and I do think that for some of you, this is more about controlling or manipulating. Manipulate's an ugly word, but we all do it. And I say that because I can kind of see the other cards and what's going on. And of course you'll see those here too. For some of you, like I said, it's probably you're manifesting, you're creating, doing something creative. But for the rest of you, I think you are controlling and manipulating. You are using everything around you to will what you want, or what you feel that you need, or what is necessary. So, an example would be trying to sway someone to think the way that you think, and you may use reverse psychology to do this. You may, I don't know, it would really just depend on the situation. But there are different ways to do this, and we do this all the time, just sometimes more time. We do it more at certain times than we do at others. So it's a need to control and to get what you want. And we'll go ahead and skip over here to your air sector. I don't feel like this is the card that really connects to this card, but we'll get to them. Okay, in your air sector, this is about communication. This is intelligence, or intellect, what's going on mentally for the month of October. You have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is usually about fleeing a situation that you feel that, I usually say that it's an unhealthy situation, because it often, in that situation, you often use your fight or flight instincts, or your reptilian brain. So it's something that really connects with your animal instincts, or your core, the instincts for survival. I mean, we all have them, but it's something that provokes those feelings that makes you think, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time and I need to get out of here. Or maybe it's a situation that you've been in for a long time, but you're finally, have had a revelation and you're like, this is not for me. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that. That's the most general, meaning of this card. But it doesn't have to be that. You could just be taking a trip. You could be traveling. But since it is in the air sector, I think this has something to do with with communication. Either somebody has invited you to go somewhere with them, or maybe the whole purpose of you traveling is for some kind of communication purpose. Mentally, though, either way, I think that this is going to connect you with those survival instincts that we all have with whatever the situation is. I'm going to keep reading, though. Maybe I can get a better feel for what's going on over here. In your Earth sector, you have the Chariot. The Chariot has a couple different meanings. This can, in a literal sense, mean travel. Again, it connects to this card with the traveling. But the other meaning is that you are controlling, or you have power over two opposing forces. So it has a lot to do with being in control, and connects with this card, with the Magician. So I do feel that, some of you are going to be traveling. You're going to be going on a journey, and you may be going you may be traveling in a means that you normally don't. You may be flying. You may be going on a boat ride, literally. And the water also symbolizes emotion. So whatever this situation is, it could affect you emotionally, and hopefully, when it comes to our reptilian brain, the feelings that it provokes is generally like bad feelings, like fear, anxiety, these type of things. So I'm hoping those aren't the feelings that you're going to be having, but it's very possible. But I also feel that you are going to be very much trying to control the situation, or taking things into your own hands and controlling the situation. I don't really see anything telling me that you're not going to have the control in the month of October. I don't think this is just something you're trying to do. I think that this is something you're going to succeed at. So you're going to not only try to control the situation, you are going to do it. And these cards all seem to be connected to where I think this is like one specific situation. There's going to be lots of things that go on in the month of October for you, but this seems to be one specific situation. This isn't talking about 3 or 4 different things happening on in the month. This is talking about one situation. Now, I guess it could be different situations, but from my interpretation of it, it seems like one. And sometimes the readings go that way. Usually, sometimes there's one significant, or one significant, okay, what am I trying to say? I can't talk. There is something going on that stands out more than the others, if that makes sense. So it's something that is more memorable than other experiences in the month of October. Now here in your fire sector, you have Temperance in reverse. Temperance is normally my favorite card, but in its reverse position, it can have a little bit of a different meaning. Now, Temperance is usually about moderation or balance. You are in the middle of 2 extremes, and this is very much connected to the rest of the cards. With the controlling the 2 opposing forces. That's what Temperance does. She is in control. She's in the middle. She's perfectly balanced in between the 2 opposing opposite forces. But with it being in its reverse position, you may be having trouble controlling it all. I think some of you are going to succeed. For some of you, this is going to be an upright card. But for others, you may be stumbling. You may be having trouble, pulling in the reins and controlling everything that you're trying to control for whatever reason. And this may, I don't know. I see a trip. I see it, I mean, you're either leaving a situation, and I mean, physically, you leave situations. Either you get away from a certain group of people or one person, or you quit something, but you are literally changing your scenery, your locations. So I see a trip, whether it be a small trip, just a change of scenery, a change of location. Maybe you're quitting your job, so, it could be something as small as that, like you are just, instead of being at this workplace every single day, you're going to be at this other location every single day. Something small like that. But this could be something big too. This could be like a big trip or something that's really different for you. But yes, one thing for certain is there's something with control going on here, and something with travel. So keep that in mind, and try, this could also be a warning card, being in your fire position. It's going to be a challenge. Try not to go to the extreme with your controlling. Try to let go a little bit and have faith that things are going to work out, whether you're in control of them or not. So that is your reading in its entirety, Virgo. I don't know if it's negative or positive, really, and it doesn't mean you're going to have a bad month, because like I said, this seems more centered around one situation. There's going to be a lot of things going on in the month of October. So this may just be one thing that stands out. So I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do this every month. And leave me a comment. Let me know if these cards correlated with anything that happened in the month of October. I would really love to hear it. So that is it, and I will talk to you all next month. Bye-bye.